because you're buying everything so cheaply. So then it makes sense actually to try to invest as much as possible, which means that you're working as hard as possible, trying to earn extra income as quickly as possible during a recession. This is where it matters. And if you're joining us, tell me where you're watching from. But during a recession, this is where you actually, this is where, this is like the fourth quarter. Every effort that you put here is what matters because this is what determines the champions from everybody else. Another thing. So if you look at fast forward or just rewind to 18 months ago, when everything was hitting all-time highs. Not 18 months ago, just maybe 9 months ago, 10 months ago, okay? Everything was hitting all-time highs. Again, month after month, all-time highs. Right, S&P 500, Dow Jones, everything. Stock market hit all-time highs. I want you to look, here's how I am choosing the companies that I'm going to be buying. And again, if you're watching the replay, this is going to be for you. I'm choosing the companies that I'm buying by the companies that were hot 9 months ago, 10 months ago. They were already hitting all-time highs. So think about which companies are these. Nvidia, already a hot company. Meta, already a hot company. Palantir, right? Apple. These are stocks right now that are on sale. They're on sale, but they're still good companies. Think about this. If you believe in a company and the profits of the company are growing, year after year, they're increasing their profit, they're making more sales, user base is growing, they're expanding into new markets. Apple just started expanding into India within the last 3 years. I think it was maybe 2 years ago they expanded into India for the first time. That's pretty significant of a market, right? Now think about that. These companies are already growing and now you're going to get them at a discount. These are the companies that you should buy. Now you get a chance to buy them at really great rates. Conversely, or look at it this way. If you walked into Walmart and you saw milk or eggs or your favorite t-shirt, you saw that at a 20% discount, 40% off, 70% off, wouldn't you want to get that? Why would you want to get that t-shirt? Because you know the value of that t-shirt. You know the value. So then, when you go ahead and you get that t-shirt, you know that that t-shirt that's normally at $500, you can get it for $300. That's a really good deal. That's what the top companies are like. You're getting an Apple share. That's an amazing company. And you're getting it for 20% off, 25% off. That's what you're going for. If you're buying great companies at discounts, you cannot lose. That's what the rich do during a recession. They buy really great assets at a discount. People are going to lose their home. Rich are going to buy them. People are going to give up their stocks because they're scared. The rich are going to buy them. People are going to give up their bonds, their notes. The rich are going to buy them. Think of every asset that you can think of. The rich are going to buy them because people are going to be selling jewelry. You're going to get it at a discount. Cars, you're going to get it at a discount. Businesses, they're going to be sold at a discount. Why? Because people are scared. And that is the time that the rich make the most money. I wish it weren't that way, but that's how the economy works. The economy works in cycles. And I'm being very technical here because I know that this live, once it hits to somebody, it's going to help somebody. So, you know, if this helps somebody in Suriname, we had one person coming from Suriname. If this helps somebody from the UK, from Italy, from Netherlands, from Kenya, from Australia, anywhere in the US. If this helps you to make money, then that's my goal. Because right now, I feel like it's such an important time. Such an important time. This market drop won't last forever. And so the market, let's say it recovers within the next 2 years, okay? So the market takes 2 years to recover, which means that in that 2 years, your only goal is to snatch up as many assets at a discount as possible. I'm going to repeat that. Your only goal is to snatch up as many assets as possible